So why do you feel Intro didn't really break out? I mean, I understand that the first one went gold. The first album went gold, but it didn't really. Intro never really hit it big. Although they've got a huge following. There's like a lot of people out here in the UK, in Europe, a relatively smaller following in the US, but there is a following for Intro fans. But what was it about Intro that never really took off?
I would say that the politics of the label of Elektra, the label they was on, is a lot. There's a lot that goes into making somebody a mainstream major artist. All the pieces got to be in place. All the label got to be 100% behind you. Your team, you as a group, has to be in sync. And I think sometimes they wasn't always in sync as a group. And the label wasn't. The label has to give you the 110% push that they gave a Boyz II Men or they gave a Usher.
Yeah.
And you need that. Usher is big because he's great and talented, but the label, the face, always believed in him that he was supposed to be great, and they spent whatever was necessary.
Yeah.
And make him be big, and you need them. I don't care how good your music sounds. If you don't got the business of the music behind you, it's not going to work.
Okay. Another big artist that you worked with was Horace Brown. How many tracks did you actually do with Horace Brown?
I got songs of Horace Brown now that nobody never heard. A whole bunch. I did maybe on the first album I did 2, and the second album I did 2 that he did. The second album was never released, but it was on Motown also. I actually spoke to Horace last week. He's in Australia doing a show.
He's in Australia?
Yeah, he's doing a show. He lives in Germany now.
Yeah, he lives out there. I heard that.
Yeah.
So do you... should the world expect future collaborations with Dave Jam Hall and Horace Brown?
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. He's been calling me saying after he finished his tour in Australia, he wants to come to the U.S. and start working on a new album. And I suggested, and when I spoke to Eddie F, I brought it up also, and he's interested in working with Horace also. So it might be something big that ended 2006 for Horace. I think Horace is an amazing singer.
Absolutely.
He's an amazing singer, and his harmony arrangements he does are incredible. And you got to tell Hart to stop putting harmony notes in there. He'll put 10-part harmony.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And they all be perfect on pitch.
No,
and he's a great guy. We speak. Even from Germany, he calls me once a month. We speak. And he called me last week from Australia, said he's doing shows and he wants to come and sit with me and let's work on some new music. And I always will work with Hart because I think he's incredible.
You've made me a very happy man today, I'm telling you, man.
And I brought it to Eddie F, and he was also thought the same way, like, real whatever. I do it with you because I feel Horace is incredible.
Okay. Well, moving on. We're now in 2006. I've heard that Dave Jam Hall is doing some stuff with some new artists. I've heard that he's working with a rapper called Charlie Black and a group called Shah. What can we expect for the future from Dave Jam Hall?
Well, I got a rapper that I'm developing and producing named Charlie Black. He's from New York, but he has a little bit of that southern Little John style / 50 Cent style. Good-looking guy, and you can expect his album in July on my own label, that's what I'm trying to do for the future. Is my own, be control my own records and my own masters and my own creative direction. And I think in the way the market is right now, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's really open for the creative musician and the creative producer and the creative artist now with the technology, with iPods and MP3s and digital delivery. You can distribute your record yourself. But this record's going to be distributed the normal way, stores, everything else like that. But I'm also going to try to heavily do the internet the way. And Shah is a solo female artist out of Florida. She's like 18, in the vein of Mary J. Blige / Keisha Cole. And she had these very emotional, street edge R&B songs, and her voice just moves me with the emotion in her voice, and that's why I decided to sign her and produce her record. And I also do collaborations. You know, I did a song with KG on an artist named Selena Johnson on Jive Records about 3 months ago. So I'm looking to get back into mainstream producing, and I just felt like now's a good time to come back out and do what I do, which I think there's a demand for it, and I think there's a demand for good music that's not just based on if the beat and the hook is not that great and people don't remember the song. A lot of these songs have come out now. After 4 months after you heard it, it's never get played again.
Yeah, there's a very short lifespan now.
It's a short lifespan because the songs, you know, I know I'm not taking nothing from these new guys. They can make a beat, but they can't make a song. And they need to learn how to make a song. And I learned how to make a song from studying some of the great ones in the 80s and in the 70s, and Earth, Wind & Fire, and Teddy Riley, and Quincy Jones, and Marvin Gaye. Those are songs that are timeless.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to learn how to make a song that the hook stays with you. It's not just the beat, because the beat, you forget the beat. But if you like the word and the lyric, you won't forget the lyric.
Sure. What inspires you about what NJS4E and what we are doing for the music from that era that you helped create?
What inspires me?
About the website that we have and what we've been doing for the music and stuff. How do you feel about it?
I think it's great that somebody appreciates what came before, and I think to know your future, you got to know where you came from. And a lot of these new young guys, producers or aspiring producers, aspiring artists, they need to learn that it's not just what's going on now, it's what these things would derive from. And I'll be honest with you, any producer that I know today that's being successful, and I meet them, they tell me they know my work, they're a fan of my work, and they're a fan of everybody from that era because that's what they listen to get to where they at. And that's what I did. When I was coming up, I listened to the people before me, and I think it's great that somebody's given a forum for these discussions about the music that kind of help, you know, put the music where it's at right now, where it is. And that was in the 90s, the middle 90s, late 90s was very instrumental in making us where we are right now.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be any 50 Cents or Beyonce if it wasn't for New Jack Swing.
Absolutely. So, should we be expecting you as a guest in the coming months at one of the NJS4E parties in Europe or the US?
And most definitely. If I'm in London, and I love London, I got family in London, and there's a party and I'm in there, I'm there. Tell me you're there, I'm there.
You're more than welcome, man. We'll keep a special seat just for you, man.
All right, man.
Okay. So with that said, all the non-believers that felt that music was dead, not for long, especially if Mr. Hall has something to say about it. Thanks for your time, Dave.
All right, man.
Keep doing what you do, and if you need any promoting, please know that NJS4E is a vehicle that is at your disposal. We will help you with any music that you have coming out. We're here for the music, and if you feel you've got a real musician, we're there for you. And that's that. This is Jodecidal signing off for NJS4E, the only place in cyberspace to be for all the latest news on your favourite artists from the New Jack period, hip-hop, soul, and related genres. We're coming to your area soon. Peace.
All right, yo.